Hi, I'm Jay Goldman, the host of Mr. Mobile, and you are watching us on butterscotch.com. Today, we're going to take a look at some iPhone applications for kids. So if you're a parent who likes to hand their iPhone off to their kids, or a very lucky kid who happens to have your own iPhone or iPod Touch, you're going to really get a kick out of these two games that come from a developer called Zincro. Zincro is actually probably better known as a creator of some really fantastic content for kids. Your kids may, in fact, love a sort of TV show web cross called the Zimmer Twins, and if they do, they're really going to enjoy the first game we're taking a look at today called Stunt Wagon, which in fact involves the Zimmer Twins racing stunt wagons down a hill. The whole game is based on the accelerometer, so as you're racing down the hill, you can control your wagon by tilting the phone, which is a really fun experience. I mean, it's a lot better than sort of tapping controls on the screen, and kids really get into it because it involves a lot of waving the phone around. You may want to make sure they've got a safety wrist strap attached if it's your phone rather than theirs, but they can get into the fun and really sort of enjoy rocking the phone around. So a lot of sort of enjoyment of racing these little wagons down the hills. There's little power-ups that you can collect on your way down and recharge your wagon. You can kind of go into these weird time warps and all that sort of stuff. So again, the name of the game is Stunt Wagon. You'll find a link to the downloads on butterscotch.com for this show. 99 cents in the iPhone App Store, and you can grab it from there. The second game, which also comes from Zincro, is a really fun one called Arctic Shuffle. Now, if you're sort of an old-time arcade fan, you may remember a game called Pingu, which involved a little penguin pushing around blocks of ice. This is sort of the same thing, but it's almost as though that game were crossed with mini golf, where the ball was the actual penguins. So that sounds a little strange, but when you actually see the game, basically the premise is you got a little penguin who starts off at one side of the screen, and you have to get him over to the goal, which is usually on the other side of the screen, with some obstacles in the way. And the way you actually send the penguin flying is to put your finger on him and drag in the opposite direction from the way you'd like him to go. And the further you drag, the harder that you'll push the penguin when you let go. Taking your finger off the screen sends the little guy flying, and he will slide across the ice, bounce off any obstacles that are in the way, and come to a stop, hopefully somewhere near your target, or in fact right on it. So it's sort of curling with penguins, and it's a whole lot of fun. The penguins are really cute, and there's a lot of levels, so you're not going to get bored anytime soon. In fact, the full version of the game has 80 levels, and the light version has 20. So if you find the light version, which is free in the iPhone App Store, you can grab it, download, play through all the levels that are in there. If you fall in love with the game, which I certainly did, it's 99 cents for the full version, and as I said, you get all the way up to 80 levels. So check out the download links for both of those games on the butterscotch.com website. I'm Jay Goldman. This has been Mr. Mobile. Thanks, as always, for watching, and we'll catch you next time. This episode brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 25% off today by visiting hover.com/MrMobile.